Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to talk about why I used to hate my natural hair. I no longer hate my natural hair anymore. But basically this video is inspired by For Harriet. She recently, that's the title of her channel, she recently just made a video talking about texturism, black women's hair, and she had a lot of her fans come on and do like a little live stream, and it was a really honest conversation. Her channel is called For Harriet, and I really like her. I really fuck with her, and you know, she's honest, and that's what I really like. And the video kind of just inspired me to make this video because of the honest conversation about well, there's a woman that went on her live, well, one of them, and she was talking about how much she didn't like her natural hair, and it's not out of self-hate. She just does not have time to deal with it, and she does not like the difference of response that she gets when she has her natural hair out versus when she has straight hair going on versus when she has braids. The world responds to her in the worst ways when she has her natural hair, and I know a lot of black women, including myself, can relate to that. So I just wanted to share my little experience with that because I was literally just thinking about perming my hair and cutting it all off and doing like the finger wave things. But and it's not my first time that, well, if I had done it, which I haven't, but that wouldn't be the first time that I cut my hair, but it would be the first time that I would be adding relaxer to my head in years. So obviously I really want to think about it, and I think I'm not going to do it anymore because of that video. So here's just, you know, me explaining my experience with my black hair, with how people treated me, with how society responded to me. So when I was born, I was pretty much like that bitch. Like, my birth and just my existence was very highly anticipated. And I was kind of seen as, you know, just like a really, really beautiful child. I had this long and curly, loose curl, okay, like type 3 type shit hair when I was a baby. Well, basically like the first 4 years of my life. And, you know, I had this light skin, even though this hair, I mean, not this hair, I'm going to mainly focus on hair in this video, but you know, my light skin, it was kind of, with the hair, you know, it was just synonymous to people just treating me a lot differently than they treat me now. Or, you know, what I noticed later on as I'm growing up, you know, and the difference in how people would treat me and shit like that. So I noticed that, and I noticed people, you know, when I would go around my dad's side that I haven't seen in a long time because I was raised by my mother's side, and you know, they see me grow up and dealt with my hair. So like when they would see me after a long time on Thanksgiving, my dad's side, that is, they would be like, well, what happened to your hair? Like, what happened to your hair? You used to be so beautiful. You used to be so light-skinned. Your hair fell down to your ass. It was very much that. So I didn't really know how to respond to a lot of it. So I would internalize it. And I would just, you know, believe that I was less attractive. And it's not something that was, you know, just a single experience. I know a lot of black girls go through this, but it wasn't more so about my skin because I've always loved my skin. I never had a problem. I never even think about or thought about bleaching my skin. There's nobody in my family that ever bleached their skin. My issues literally just always lied with my fucking hair. So I just hated dealing with it growing up. I hated how, you know, tight the curls were. And it was only natural for my hair to become my hair. So, you know, the little loose curls that I had when I was a baby and growing up, like, that's still my hair, but my hair is really meant to be 4B and 4C, and that's the texture of my hair. So obviously when I would hear all of these comments from relatives and things like that, like, I would internalize it and believe it. Even though I acted like I didn't really give a fuck, but I really did, and those things really did hurt me. But I think this conversation is is really important to be had, because hair in the Black community, especially amongst Black women, is just so like overrated. I'm just so fucking sick of hair. That's why I was like, you know what, I could just perm my hair, I could just cut all my hair off, I could just do that, I could just do that with my hair, because I'm that open and free with my shit. Whereas I know some girls, they could never even cut their hair, even think about doing that, because their hair is literally their identity. And I don't want my hair to become my identity, and it never has been. Well, I mean, maybe when I was a baby, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want my hair to become me. Like, I'm me, not my hair. Like, I'm me. So I had this conversation with my dad a couple weeks ago, and we got into this little disagreement, and he was just like, you know what? Your mom fucked up your hair. Like, you know, your mom fucked up your hair growing up. She took you to a lot of these hairstylists and shit like that didn't know what to do with your beautiful hair, and that's actually how a lot of your hair cut off. That is true, because my mom did take me to go get my hair relaxed in the 4th grade. But when I was younger, when my hair originally first broke off, it was so long. That was the 3B, 3C type hair that I was talking about. And she just didn't know what to do with it. And this video is not me like just pointing fingers at her and saying that it's her fault, because my mom had me when she was 18 years old, and that's literally the age I'm at. So she didn't even know how to take care of her own fucking hair, and she still doesn't. So like, that's no shade to my mom, but it's just like what it is. She just doesn't. She always has sewn and weave. So looking at it now, I can't be angry at her for not knowing what to do with my hair. But she did play a part in that, and not doing my research. That's why it's so important for me, when I have children someday, especially when I see Black kids running around, to really take care of their hair. Like, I can't stress that enough. Take care of their hair. Don't pull it. Don't do too much with it. Just let it be. So yeah, my mom didn't know how to take care of my hair, so it was mainly my grandma doing my hair, my aunts braiding it and stuff. But me choosing to get my hair relaxed in the 4th grade was my decision, but my mom could have stopped me from doing it. She didn't want me to do it at first, but you know, she could have done a little more in that, which I wish she did. But again, like, I don't look at her or resent her for not doing that, because she just doesn't do that. Like, it's not more much else to say. But yeah, I grew up with a lot of insecurity and a lot of negative thoughts about, you know, my Blackness and my hair. Oh my God, my hair. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, if my hair was not done to go to school, I didn't want to go to school. If it wasn't braided, if it wasn't just kept in a way, I literally would not leave the house. And I just look at myself now, and I see how much I've grown. And I don't do that anymore. I could care less. I couldn't care less on who gives a fuck about my hair, what type of men are going to approach me when I have a certain hairstyle. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I'm going to wear the hair that I want to wear. So yeah, I just want to wrap this conversation up and this video up to really emphasize how important it is to love your Blackness. Like, and I know that concept kind of seems repetitive, because we're just in this new age where everyone just loves being Black. Everybody wants to be Black, and everybody loves Black girls now and Black culture and shit like that. But really, it's hard, like, when you're actually the Black person, and when you have to look in the mirror every day, and you know, I see a beautiful person, but then it's like, damn, I don't want to do this hair. I don't want to keep up with this hair, because it's actually hard work. It's not self-hate. Like, I actually don't want to do this, but it's so important for Black women to know that they are the blueprint. Like, all of these people, all of these girls want to be fucking Black. Like, I promise you, all of these girls want to be Black. And I'm not saying that to try to offend or diss anybody who is non-Black, or, you know, trying to write off their culture. But Black culture, African culture, is one of the most imitated. I don't even want to say one of the most. I would say the most imitated culture in society. So it doesn't make sense as to why I grew up with these negative thoughts and these insecurities and this self-hate about me when I have people that I see now in my life, in society, my peers, celebrities, whoever the fuck, Bad Baby, trying to look like me. You know what I mean? But there's also, the conversation of, colorism, and do these women actually want to be black women, or do they just want to be light skin, hair? Like, all of that is separate, and I could talk about that all day. I can make separate videos about that. But here I'm just telling all the black women and every black man, not just black women, that this hair is just so precious. Don't permit. And to think that I was actually going to think that to think that I was actually going to do that, it kind of makes me sad, because like I said, I don't really give a fuck about hair. Like, I will cut all my hair off today and not care. But it just took me so long to really get used to my hair and to really start loving it. And older black people in my family were to blame for the self-hate. So this video is also to spread awareness to people. Just be careful with your words, especially around younger people, because younger people are very impressionable. It's very easy to make a younger person, especially women, feel insecure about themselves. So before you want, after this corona, you might see your family, you might have a little family reunion, be like, hey, little bro, I haven't seen you in so long, bro. What happened to your hair? Da, 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 da. Like, just small talk. They probably were doing that because they didn't really know what to say to me, because they haven't seen me in a long time. But don't do that, because kids really remember that shit, and it really hurts. So yeah, moral of this video, love your fucking hair. I got braids in right now, but I'm gonna have a blonde wig in next week. And the week after that, I might want to wear my natural hair. And the week after that, I might want to, because I don't think about how the world is going to respond to me. I think about what Amal Zarzar wants to do on her fucking head. So with that being said, have a great day, everybody, and try to stay quarantined, because I'm trying my hardest right now and this is really hard.